It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, here's Lamar. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Has it down close. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, Jackson. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Caught out wide. And it's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good effort, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. It is caught left side. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, here's Rodgers. Oh, this big guy is moving! And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. He's got it on the bootleg. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Saints.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. First play's a design run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jameer.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
They're going for it. It's Rodgers. And they don't get the catch they need there.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
He's taken down at the 17.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. He'll try to pick it up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Garrett Wilson, 26 yards. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
And a grand run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. He finds Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Shuck. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Going right back to Wilson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Nixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now Rodgers, a free play. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. To throw, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Brendan
McManus now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brendan McManus to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
From the gun, Shuck.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
To throw now, Shuck.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 34 yards.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. There's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Wide open, Gronkowski. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action here with Shuck.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
The 20, 5, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
42 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
To throw is Rodgers.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And the Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's got this down to the 35.
63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers now to throw. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
A big play there for Philly. 55 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Rodgers.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Throwing, Shuck. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Shuck.
And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Shuck here on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
13 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
Now it's Rodgers. Pitch and catch to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him then?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with it, run with it, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers throwing here. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. Good night, everybody.